welcome to HW News. The violent face-off between the Indian and Chinese army soldiers at Galwan Valley in Ladakh has left the entire nation stunned. In a tragic development, as per the army statement, 20 Indian soldiers have lost their lives, including one commanding officer. Earlier on Tuesday, the army had said that 3 of our army men, including a commanding officer and 2 soldiers, were killed in the violent face-off that took place on Monday night. By evening, the casualty figures went up and the army confirmed that more 17 soldiers were killed in the face-off. The news sent a wave of shock and outrage in the country. The India-China face-off has been going on near line of actual control in eastern Ladakh for almost a month now. However, the two countries had decided to negotiate, go to the table, talk and resolve the matter through dialogue. But while the dialogue was going on, a violent face-off took place in which 20 of our soldiers lost their lives. Almost a day after the incident came to light, both the Defence Minister and the Prime Minister broke their silence. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh said that the loss of soldiers in Galwan Valley is deeply disturbing and painful. Our soldiers displayed exemplary courage and valor in the line of duty and sacrificed their lives in the highest traditions of the Indian Army. The nation will never forget their bravery and sacrifice. My heart goes out to the families of the fallen soldiers. The nation stands shoulder to shoulder with them in this difficult hour, and we are proud of the bravery and courage of India's brave hearts. On the other hand, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that the whole country is with the families of those who sacrificed their lives for the country. India will defend every stone, every inch of its territory. India is a peace-loving country which has always tried to maintain cooperation and friendly relations with neighbors. He also said that the sacrifice of our Jawans will not go in vain. For us, the unity and sovereignty of our country is the most important. India wants peace, but it is capable to give a befitting reply if instigated. Now that's what Prime Minister Modi said. Several media reports claim that the face-off, hand-to-hand combat and stones and batons were used to attack the soldiers. Now what is striking is that it is for the first time in the last 53 years that army men have sacrificed their lives during a border dispute. But the incident that happened on Monday night invokes the memories of the 1967 India-China face-off at Sikkim's Nathula Pass. Well, everyone talks about the 1962 war between India and China, but hardly anyone talks about the 1967 border scuffle when India gave a bloody nose to China. Today in this video, we are going to talk about this chapter in the history of India-China border dispute when bullets were fired for the last time in the last 50 years. Now, how did it start? Months ahead of the actual clash, India had decided to fence its border with a 3-layer barbed wire, for which the work started on August 28, 1967. On August 23rd, about 75 Chinese soldiers dressed in a battle uniform moved towards the Nathula Pass and stopped along the border. They were carrying rifles fitted with bayonets. The political commissar, identifiable by a red patch on his cap, and the only one who could speak some English, read out slogans from a red book. The rest of the soldiers shouted the same in the chorus. Indian troops were standing there and watching this all the while it unfolded. About an hour later, the Chinese went back, but they came again and started registering their protest. China had already been digging ditches along the border, transgressing into Indian side despite being told to back off. So India started to upgrade the fencing. On September 5th, the political commissar had an argument with Lieutenant Colonel Rai Singh. Thereafter, the work stopped, but it began again on September 7. About 100 Chinese soldiers rushed to the spot and a scuffle broke out. There was a hand-to-hand combat and both sides also pelted stones. On September 10, the Chinese sent across a warning through the Indian embassy. The warning read, "The Chinese government sternly warns the Indian government the Chinese border defense troops are closely watching the development of the situation along China-Sikkim boundary. Should the Indian troops continue to make provocative intrusions, the Indian government must be held responsible for all the grave consequences." On September 11th, a day after this warning, when Indian soldiers were fencing the border, the political commissar came again and started arguing. The lieutenant colonel went to speak to him, but Chinese soldiers opened fire, injuring him. Angry Indian soldiers, seeing their commanding officer injured, launched an attack on Chinese soldier. And Chinese soldiers fired on our soldiers with machine guns, whereas Indian soldiers used the artillery fire. Both the sides suffered huge loss of lives, but the casualty on China's side was more than that of India's. China even threatened to send warplanes, but India stood its ground and refused to bow down. On September 12th, India delivered a note to the Chinese soldiers, offering an unconditional ceasefire across the Sikkim-Tibet border beginning 5:30 am on September 13th. Though this was rejected, on September 15, the Chinese handed over the bodies of Indian soldiers who had died with arms and ammunition, saying that they were acting in the interest of preserving the Sino-Indian friendship. But fresh firing again took place 20 days later at Chola sector on October 1st, resulting in more losses on both the sides. These were the last casualties resulting from border skirmishes between India and China. The US also was closely watching the Indian response during this scuffle. The New York Times had commented on Delhi's demonstration of firmness and restraint during this entire period. Overall, there was a sense that India was better prepared than 1962 to tackle China. Well, that was more than 50 years ago. How does India respond to the Ladakh border face-off now remains to be seen. Do let us know what you think in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.
हमारे घरों में भी बच्चे होते हैं जो हमसे प्यार दुलार की आस करते हैं।
हमारा भी जीवन साथी है जिसको हमारे ड्यूटी से घर आने का इंतजार होता है।
हमारे घर में भी एक बूढ़ी माँ है जिनके लिए आज भी हम ही आंखों के तारे हैं।
लेकिन हम हमारे घरों में नहीं हैं। आपकी सुरक्षा में कोई कसर न रहे, इसलिए हम अपने प्रियजनों से दूर हैं।
हम में से ही कुछ तो अब इतने दूर जा चुके हैं कि वो वापस अपने घरों को लौट भी नहीं पाएंगे।
हमें गर्व है कि हमारे कंधों पे मुंबई शहर के नागरिकों की सुरक्षा की जिम्मेदारी है। हमारे जज्बे और बलिदान को व्यर्थ न जाने दे। इस संकट के समय में आप घर पे रहे, सुरक्षित रहे।
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it, and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
हमारे घरों में भी बच्चे होते हैं जो हमसे प्यार दुलार की आस करते हैं।
हमारा भी जीवन साथी है जिसको हमारे ड्यूटी से घर आने का इंतजार होता है।
हमारे घर में भी एक बूढ़ी माँ है जिनके लिए आज भी हम ही आंखों के तारे हैं।
लेकिन हम हमारे घरों में नहीं हैं। आपकी सुरक्षा में कोई कसर न रहे, इसलिए हम अपने प्रियजनों से दूर हैं।
हम में से ही कुछ तो अब इतने दूर जा चुके हैं कि वो वापस अपने घरों को लौट भी नहीं पाएंगे।
हमें गर्व है कि हमारे कंधों पे मुंबई शहर के नागरिकों की सुरक्षा की जिम्मेदारी है। हमारे जज्बे और बलिदान को व्यर्थ न जाने दे। इस संकट के समय में आप घर पे रहे, सुरक्षित रहे।